Up for sale and for demo today is this really cool 1969 Gibson SJN. SJN stands for Southern Jumbo Natural. Similar model, also kind of called the Country Western. Really, it's like a hummingbird without the really sweet pick guard. In fact, if you slapped a hummingbird guard on here and a different truss rod cover, you basically have a hummingbird. So sometimes they're called a poor man's hummingbird. Yeah, so this one's from '69, so it's not quite into those huge changes that take place in the 70s. So it's still a 60s guitar, but in that transitional period. So it's got a 3-piece neck, as you can see there. But one bonus here, good thing, is that at this point they had moved to the wider 1 11/16 inch nut width. And that's nice because it's a lot more comfortable to play, in my opinion, although I'm not a huge hater of the narrow nut Gibsons personally. So the guitar got played by somebody. It was owned for a long time. I got it from the long-time, I think, original owner. So it needed some servicing. There's a crack here that got repaired. Cleaned up pretty well. We didn't put any lacquer or anything in there. You could do that if you wanted. You can see the line. You know, it is what it is. There's a little bit of binding here that was re-glued. You know, might be able to just kind of take some of the glue residue off there. There's some heavy finish checking on the side and everything, but no cracks or breaks on the neck or anything like that. Yeah, just kind of a normal vintage guitar with typical kind of wear. So yeah, let's see what else. The pick guard is just peeling up a little bit on the edge, which is pretty normal for this, but you know, stable and good on there. Yeah, so this saddle too they originally had a wood saddle in here, so this one's been replaced with a saddle that has a little bit of a bone or maybe tusk, I don't know. But you can also buy drop-in pure bone replacements from like Philadelphia Luthier Supplies, and that can improve the tone, as can some bone bridge pins. But nevertheless, I think this one sounds pretty good as is. Nice big Gibson sound, as you can tell from the video. Good sustain, lots of clarity. That either, I don't know if it's ceramic or what material, but that really brightens up the top end. So the tuners have been changed, as was mentioned. It comes in an older chipboard case. So anyway, it's a 1969 Gibson SJN. Best place for you to buy this guitar, for me and for you, is on my website. If you click the link below in the description on the YouTube video, there's a little bar that pops down, just a little arrow or something, or a little triangle. Hit it, and then the drop-down menu will come, and it will tell you where there's a link to my shop website, and then some contact info if you have any questions about the guitar. No sales tax on the website, at least not by me. It's on you to know what your laws are in your state in that regard, but I don't have to charge you at checkout. Thanks for checking out this video, and have a great day.